Hello, everybody. Dr. McGuire here again with another great session of what a parent went through during the high school phase with their kids, students from high school into college. And today I have Tawana joining me. How are you, Tawana?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Great. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So hopefully there's no surprises here because I briefed you on the questions. So you have two children.
Yes.
You were the typical parent, family oriented, and during high school, it was then time to pursue that college world, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
So let's
searches.
yeah, so let's talk about scholarships. Where did you even start back when? I don't even know what junior, senior, or maybe before. I think you said you even participated in scholarships in high school for Catholic high school. But let's just get into, if we can, high school to college. Where did you even start?
So I started like looking at scholarships like high school, like the high school, like starting ninth grade. Like I really got myself out there, like searching like on the internet, searching like local scholarships, like the school, what the school provided to, and just doing my research to see what's out there. I did see a good bit of opportunities, and once I saw the opportunities for scholarships in high school, even early as ninth grade, even like some, I guess I started maybe in eighth grade to
Wow.
for high school. Yes, I started in like eighth grade years to see what was there. So we just applied to numerous scholarships, and it is money out there. So I'm like, wait, it's money out there. Different avenues of money here, there, the school, the neighborhood, internet. Like it was like money out there available. So I'm a go-getter. So I just like saw the opportunity and I just jumped. And I'm like, wait, we have to do this. So my kids, they know how I am, my two. They know that, hey, my mom, she really wants to get me to get some money. It's free money and it's good to have it to help us financially. So I was on it. Like I just started, basically, I think it was like eighth grade looking, and then high school, seeing what I can find for high school, that's high school
That,
level.
yeah, that's you hit the nail right on the head. Like it's free money. So, in your opinion, why do you think parents and students don't pursue the scholarship route as much as they should? What are
Yeah,
your thoughts?
I think what shies a lot of parents away, what shies them away is like what's involved in it. Like it's just like you got to get the application, you got to get your tax form, like your document. You have to submit, some paperwork. But I think overall it's good because just a little bit of paperwork, yeah, it gets kind of hectic at times. Like, okay, I got to find my 1040 tax form. I got to do this. I got to talk to someone, my tax accountant, whatever the case may be. I got to show proof of income, but it is worth it. It is worth it because, hey, now you got a little burden lifted off your as of a parent. Like it really helps us financially because we want to send our kids to a good college. And so a lot of colleges are very expensive today. So with that being said, like scholarships are great. Good money is easy money to get.
Yeah,
Grants are good as well.
yeah. But now, even more so now, because I know with you, you're going back a few years, that there are many scholarships that are no essay required. Some are just asking for students to submit a video. So, I'll just say it. It's been dummied down the process in a lot of
I
cases. If we're
agree.
not talking about merit based scholarships, but to your point, they're out there. Did you ever create like a spreadsheet? How did you keep track of all these things?
So I what I did was I know that some of the high schools, like they have something where like they give you, like they shoot out certain scholarships for colleges, and they have like it's like a sort of like a portal, online portal, where you can put all your information in, and once you put all your information in, you have it, it's always there, like your essay, if you have to do an essay, if you have to do like show certain documents, it's
Mhm.
like in a portal, and that way, you know, the school that you are going to of choice, it can just like spit out certain information, and then you can have it, it's all gathered together. So a lot of high schools have that, you know, some do not have that, but it's good to have that. I think it helped with my kids too, because they did, you know, they already had it all together. So when once they went to apply for certain scholarships, it was all the information was there, like
Mhm.
with the application, with the essay, with the financial reports, everything was there. And then
How
you did mention a certain scholarship doesn't require like finance. You don't have to do anything really, but just to apply, which is they're the easy ones. So if I have an opportunity, like I tell my children, like just apply. Like, hey, it's there. Like fill out the application online and see what happens from
So
there.
that was my next question. So you held them accountable, right, for, correct me if I'm wrong, in searching for their scholarships, and I'm sure you did too, because you get your juices going because you want to see what's
Yes.
out there with free money. But to what extent did you hold them accountable in terms of searching for those scholarships?
Right. I really held them accountable. So they got sick of me. I did. I'm like, did you apply? Did you? Because that date is coming up. It's very important with scholarships too, because they all have deadlines. So I was on them a lot, and they were getting really sick of me saying, Mom, okay, I did. I said, well, you got to keep up with it. You have to know, because you can't let those dates just go by, because they can easily, but you know, so I kind of like stayed on top of them as a parent. Like I was like, hey, you got to do this. Did you get that out? What else are they asking you? And as a parent, like I read what they needed as well, not
Yeah.
just like they're telling me, hey, Mom, oh, they're asking for this or that, or I said, okay, and when is the date? And they tell me, but I read it for myself to see. I'm
But
like, well, wait a minute, you might be missing one little part of this. You have to submit, you know, some type of form or something else that they might need. So I really was staying on top of them, like just like almost like a mom that's saying to do your chores or you'll be on punishment. It
yeah.
was something like that. Like I was like really forceful with it. So they got
Well,
sick of me.
but
Yes.
let's stick with that. So there's nobody above saying, mom, student, let's go, right? Let's go. Because if you don't do it, it won't get done, and you won't
Right.
get the money, right?
Totally agree. Totally agree
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think by you telling this and sharing this story, is it's great because, hey, why not do your due diligence now in obtaining and securing that money? And if not, then you have to worry about more loans, right? And then after you graduate, you're gonna have all those payments due thereafter when you're trying to start your life.
So many.
And yeah, yeah, and or if it's on the parents' credit, everybody's on the hook for these
Everyone.
things, right? So when
Yes.
you were searching online for these scholarships, ones that were not high school based or shared with you, just your general everyday going online, what were
Yes.
some of the stumbling blocks, if that's the best way to put it, stumbling blocks or red flags? Like, how did you know, like, this one sounds interesting, I should apply? I should apply in that my time is of value enough that I see to apply, or not? How did you go about that?
No, I did like I just like researched like certain scholarship was out there. So they have a lot of scholarships, like some are for minorities too, where I look to see like okay, this fits the category of you. You know, they're looking like for young women, young men, you know, African American descent. Yeah, that certain scholarship. They have Irish scholarship. They have all kinds of scholarship. I'm just reading it. They have scholarship if you have blonde hair and blue eyes. Like it's out there. Like it's so much like, wow, that could be me. They do have scholarships if a parent is deceased, like a parent is deceased, you know, it's a single, they have a single mother scholarships. If you're a single mother for your kids, you're the only sole provider. So it's a lot out there that will, help you. It's just there. Like you have to like research. I really research it to see what's there, like some Indian, like if you have Indian blood in you, if like they have music scholarship, maybe you play music, maybe you're a dancer, maybe you can sing at great talent. It's a lot out there with
Great.
that.
I saw one
Great
the other
talent.
day, visually impaired scholarship.
Oh,
But to your
wow.
point, on and on and on. And that's why, folks that are watching this typically have a copy of my scholarship magazine where um, there's just plenty, 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 plenty in there. Um, so do you think though, if a parent researches a scholarship online and they see this, say, whatever scholarship it is, oh, that looks like a good one. In the back of their mind, correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
um, there's some they're skeptical or hesitant because I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to waste my time because there's probably two, three, four, five, 10 other people applying for
Mhm.
the same thing. Talk to me about that.
Right. So this don't give my thing is when you see like the criteria, what they're asking for like, certain things or your kid, if they're like slightly a B student, they have good grades for the last 3, 4 years, and you're looking at it like, yeah, it kind of fits. Yeah, I see that. And they're asking for certain other things, like maybe your financial. That's a biggie too, like your financial status, like my husband makes a certain amount of money. I really don't. They look at everything like that too. But I would encourage you. Like I know there's one certain scholarship that certain kids, like when I worked at another school, and I'm all about getting money for my students too as well. It was a certain scholarship that came across where it was the financial criteria where their parents have to make like under a certain amount
Okay.
of
Yeah, it makes sense.
money. It kinds of shy parents away that did, but I said, well, just try. Like you're like at that borderline. Just try to apply. You never know if you can get some funding. You never know. Maybe they might raise the, financial state. Maybe they will. Just apply though. Apply. It's always good to apply.
Yeah.
Even when you see all those little red lines, flags like, wow, I don't know. Apply. It doesn't hurt. All you got to do is push the button, submit it, push the button, and keep on going. Just try to see. It's
Yeah.
there. Okay. Don't give up because of like A B student, like maybe straight A, but they're a little like BC kind of student. Still apply.
Yeah, no
Don't give
doubt.
up.
Yeah,
If you don't apply, nothing will happen. I mean, at all. If you
I
don't
totally agree.
take a chance, just like playing
What
the
if,
lottery, right? Yeah.
hopefully your eyes are a little better, but
Yeah.
so if there's a due date, let's just say March 15th, and you're close to or after it, what would you do?
If it's a due date March 15th and we're
Or,
close to,
well, yeah, if it's close to a due date when you came across a
yeah,
scholarship, or you just passed the deadline, would you still apply?
I would still apply. I
Yes.
would definitely still
Why is
apply.
that?
I would apply, apply, apply. Even like if the due date, say, like you said, March the 15th, and I'm sending everything out March the 12th.
Mhm.
Okay. I would definitely go to the post office, make sure they get it, like pay that extra money, the extra
Right.
$10, extra $20, and get like shipment, ship it quick as fast as possible, even if it's after the deadline. Because sometimes with mail, the mail takes a little longer. Yeah. So sometimes they look at like, well, it was postmarked by a certain date. So they did get it in on time. But even if it's a little late, 2 days later, 3 days later, I would definitely still apply. I wouldn't even let that discourage me not to apply. I
Right.
would still do it. Yes.
How did you weather the storm of the essays? Was that an obstacle or a challenge for you?
Right. The essays, I encourage my kids with the essays because like I wanted them to write a good one. I try to help them with the
Yeah.
essays too,
Mm.
as well, right? To make sure it's a good, make sure that you can understand it. They're using the proper grammar and make sure it's good. So if I like someone else that you don't know is reading it, they can like blow it away. Like, wow, ooh, this is great. So make
Sure.
sure they have everything in it, that whatever they're asking for, they're asking for certain things in an essay. Maybe like
Yeah.
I said, music essay. Maybe they're asking for, were you on choir or did you play an instrument or did you do any like, dance or acting? Put everything in there so they can know what type of character you have.
That's where I think parents and students get jammed up because they either don't pay attention to the criteria, like you said, and or have 4 to 6 different eyes looking at it, right? Double
Hmm.
check, triple check, just down to the grammar. If there's a couple typos in there, they're going to toss it because
Yes.
that's a right. That's a reflection of that student really not
Yes.
caring. Something can be
Absolutely.
easily corrected. All right. Well, I will hold you up. I appreciate the time and your insight. Any last words of encouragement, maybe? Any final thoughts in terms of scholarships and parents and where? Oh, that's what I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
What? How early should they start looking? Would you say for college?
So for college, I think as early as I'll say about sophomore year, the end of sophomore year, like really like I started shadowing with my two children like as early as junior year. Like I just like they kind of knew where they wanted to go, like in 11th grade.
Hmm.
So what we did was like we shadowed different places, like at different colleges to see what they have to offer. So we did a lot of that. We did a lot of research. They kind of narrowed it down to like maybe like 3 or 4, but like start early, like sophomore year, even start early, get
That's
it out
good.
there, like seeing what they excuse me, seeing what they offer, what's available financially. Talk to the financial aid directors, see what money that you can get and what scholarships the colleges have too, because they have a lot, a lot that is there. So see what's there, research it early, start early. Sophomore year, I
That
would
is
start
good
doing all
stuff.
this.
All right. Last question. I'll let you
Yeah.
go. Is it
Okay.
possible? Is it possible to go to college for free based on all these scholarship opportunities if you plan early and or lower your overall tuition expenses? Are those two things possible?
So it is very possible.
Yes.
I have seen it like in black. I see it like some students really go for free. They get so many scholarships that it pays for everything. And that kind of happened to me. So I can see them not really paying anything back. If they are paying something back, is very, very little.
Sure.
So, like I'm a go-getter. My kids know that. So I tell them apply, apply, apply. What is there? Okay. So
Yeah.
I have seen it that they really didn't have to pay really anything, which is a
Awesome.
blessing. So it's
See,
good. It's a good
more
opportunity.
parents should listen to you. They should
Yes,
just
I hope
fund
so.
because
I hope
my
so.
opinion sometimes gets old, but you were in the trenches for 2 kids.
Yes, and
Um,
I just firsthand, like my kids are in college, like, hey, it's money there. So don't give up. Don't think that it's so hard that I can't do this or it's too much paperwork or just apply.
Love it.
It's one time in your life, apply and see what happens, see where it takes you.
Awesome. Tawana, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Tom. I appreciate that.
I appreciate that. Parents, listen to Tawana. All right.
Yes, apply,
Thank-
apply, apply. There's money
yes.
out there.
Awesome. All right. Stand by.